more options, I'm naturally skeptical of all reboots and revivals. In an oversaturated market that demands an insatiable need for content, the one-two punch of name recognition and a pre-established audience is too lucrative to ignore, which means many of these revived titles from the past were born out of financial incentive as opposed to organic creativity. That's not the case with YouTube Red's Cobra Kai. Premiering today, the contemporary revival of the Karate Kid franchise is a textbook example of nostalgia done right. Reigniting one of the most iconic rivalries of the 80s, Cobra Kai picks up 34 years after the events of the All-Valley Karate Tournament. Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio, has a beautiful family and is living a posh life as a semi-famous automobile mogul, while his high school adversary, Johnny Lawrence, William Zabka, is a down-on-his-luck, quasi-alcoholic handyman who just wants to be left the hell alone. Wax on? More like buzz off, buddy. The series isn't at all what you'd expect from a streaming service's revival of a popular 80s movie. It's genuine, layered, and succeeds in enhancing the original story. Cobra Kai doesn't feel like you're watching a TV show. The series evokes more of a Sundance indie vibe as it confidently subverts expectations while adding a fresh new chapter to the Karate Kid saga. Cobra Kai succeeds by turning the original antagonist, teen bad boy Johnny Lawrence, into an unlikely protagonist without selling out the character. The pilot makes us rethink the whole mythology of the Karate Kid as we witness the detrimental effect Daniel's, almost certainly illegal, crane kick to the face had on young Mr. Lawrence. Johnny isn't inherently likable. He's a surly borderline racist who eats mini-mart pizza, but he's a sympathetic, relatable character. Traditional absolutes like squeaky clean heroes and deplorable villains are eschewed as the series instead embraces the captivating ambiguity of the in-between. Daniel isn't a hero, in fact, he's kind of pompous, and Johnny's not a villain. They're both flawed, compelling characters. We've spent 34 years rooting for Daniel LaRusso and seeing the world through his eyes. Cobra Kai co-creator John Hurwitz said, "For Cobra Kai to work as a series, we needed to get the audience to understand Johnny Lawrence in a different way. And that's exactly what the pilot does." William Zabka is outstanding in the role of haunted anti-hero. With the help of some well-timed Karate Kid flashbacks and the musical assistance of Poison's Nothin' But a Good Time and Foreigner's Head Games, we learn that the All-Valley Karate Tournament wasn't just the turning point for Daniel LaRusso's life, it was the beginning of Lawrence's descent into oblivion. Daniel and Johnny's lives are once again intertwined thanks to Daniel's daughter, Samantha LaRusso, and Johnny's protege, Miguel Zolo Maridueña, who takes on the mantle of Karate Kid. In a funhouse mirror version of the source material, it's Lawrence, not Daniel, who evolves into a bizarro Mr. Miyagi. He doesn't decide to resurrect the Cobra Kai dojo and help Miguel out of a sense of morality or decency, oh no. He does it out of spite, and there's no greater universal motivator than spite. Photo, YouTube Red. Everyone involved in this revival seems to have been drawn to the project out of a deep, abiding love for the franchise. Their dedication to creating a series on par with the original film is evident as Cobra Kai does so many little things well. The contrast between the caustic Lawrence and endearing Miguel, a character so earnest he's impossible to root against, is vastly different from the Miyagi-Daniel relationship while still evoking many of the same themes from the Karate Kid. From the powder keg of hostility and awkwardness between Johnny and Daniel to the burgeoning puppy love romance between Miguel and Samantha, Cobra Kai is exceptional television and a blueprint on how to craft a successful revival. Let's get down to brass tacks. I don't currently subscribe to YouTube Red, but I enjoyed the first 2 episodes so much that I'm going to fork over the $9.99 a month so that I can binge the final 8 episodes this weekend. YouTube Red hopes that Cobra Kai will do for its streaming service what House of Cards did for Netflix. That's a lofty goal, but in terms of quality, Cobra Kai is one of the hands-down best shows of 2018, regardless of platform. Will it elevate YouTube Red to the next level of streaming hierarchy? Time will tell. But one lesson I've learned from watching a scrappy kid from Reseda mature into a karate champion is that you should never underestimate the heart of an underdog. You can watch the first 2 episodes of Cobra Kai for free on YouTube. Related, So That Happened, a bunch of adults let 2 teens fight to the death in Karate Kid 2. Stream Cobra Kai on YouTube Red. Cobra Kai. Ralph Macchio. YouTube